Hey, what's up everybody? Shane here. I just wanted to do a video and actually kind of show you the guitar that I built and why I love this thing so much. So we'll talk about a few of the specs and features that I have on it, and hopefully I'll try to do some close-ups. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see some of the details, but I'll go over some of the stuff that I can. So first of all, let's talk about the design. The design is obviously you can see like a Randy Rhoads thing here. I liked the horn off of there was a company called Halo and Halo Guitars, and they had a horn that was similar to an Iceman. It wasn't exactly the same thing, but I really liked their horn. This is not the same thing as that either. It's inspired from that, but it's certainly not exact. So I took a little bit of a Flying V. This is like a Les Paul shoulder. I don't actually quite like the way that this came out. For some reason, it just doesn't look exactly how I wanted it to. But Les Paul shoulder, and then I've got two humbuckers. I've got the Floyd Rose. The Floyd is not set up to work just yet. I'm still fixing that portion of it. And I've got it's a 25.5-inch scale, and I've got this is custom headstock. This is something that I came up with. You can see a little bit of a familiarity right here on the neck, but the rest of the headstock is something custom as well. And over here I've got my nut on, but I don't have the correct size shims for it yet, so I don't have this fastened to the guitar permanently as of just yet, but I'm still working on that. So as far as the wood goes, the top, I've got about a 1/2 inch of maple on the top, and it was supposed to be flame maple, but unfortunately it didn't turn out to be that way. But I got maple on the top. I've got ebony fingerboard, okay, and then on the back I've got maple through the center. It's a maple neck, mahogany, and that's that. So I'm still working on a back plate for that. Still working on all this stuff, getting all this stuff set up here for the Floyd Rose. Humbuckers, I'm using the bare knuckle Holy Diver set. Man, I saw some videos on bare knuckle pickups, and I had to get them. I mean, they're just fantastic. A good buddy of mine gave me a good deal on these, so I appreciate that very much, Chris. So shout out to Chris Peters for hooking me up on the deal on the pickups here. And we got Grover, just a standard set of Grover tuners on the headstock there. This is the Floyd Rose Pro. Floyd Rose Pro on here. As far as the pots, I ripped these pots out of a Epiphone Dot, and same thing with the switch. The pots and the switch are from an Epiphone Dot guitar. For the inlays, I chose to do something quite unique. I was looking for something different, something cool, and I'd never seen this done before. Maybe it has been done, but I'm not sure. But I went to Michael's, the Arts and Crafts Supplies, and they had these gears that people would use for like scrapbooking and stuff. And I thought the gears looked pretty awesome, so I snagged them and I dropped them in the wood. And then I was gonna leave them just empty and just put some like a clear filler in it. But then I decided to put the abalone shell in there. So I'm not sure if you can see the abalone in there or not, but it's beautiful, man. I mean, when you look at this thing, it's certainly a work of art. Even as as beat up as it is. I mean, I've scratched it. It's not finished. It's not perfect in any way, shape, or form, but I really do like it just as it is. And it has character for sure, and it shows it shows me in this guitar. That's one of the most important things I guess you could say about building a guitar for yourself, is that it shows you and that you're proud of it. So I'm proud of everything on here, all the mistakes, all the errors, and that's just fine. I don't care. I don't even care to finish it. I'm not even going to finish this. I do have plans on making another one that's going to have a flame top on it, and some extra things like that. Maybe some LED lighting underneath the inlays and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool to have. But for what I wanted this guitar to be, it's everything and more. So it plays fantastic for my first build. I'm really, really happy about it. If you guys have any questions on how I did any of this stuff, feel free to shoot me an email, send me, click on the bottom, post a comment or something like that. I'll try to answer the best I can. I'm not a professional luthier. I got most of my knowledge from a guy on YouTube that's, he does Crimson Guitars, Crimson Custom Guitars, and you can check him out. I'll try to post a link to his page as well. But this is pretty much pretty much my first and only guitar ever. So now I'd like to kind of mess around a little bit. I'm gonna play, try to play a lead over some stuff that I wrote with it. It's not I'm not a great lead player by any means. I know some scales. That's about it. I don't have any finesse. I don't have any proper training. But so don't judge me on the lead playing. All right. So but nonetheless, here we go. Let's see what this thing sounds like. So that's just a little bit about this guitar. I'm still working on my guitar playing. One of the reasons why I built this thing was so I could learn how to play on a guitar that was comfortable for me. It's everything that I want and more. It took me about 5 years to get it to this point. Probably could have got it done a lot sooner, but hey, it's done. I can play it. Let me know if you think it sounds good. It's in tune. I did all the fret slots by hand. I know that's not popular, but kind of, it was one of the situations where I did what I had to do to make it work. Here it is. My name is Shane Bryant. This is my first guitar I've ever built. If you have any questions on it, get a hold of me. I'm into gear. I'm into recording. I'm an engineer. I can teach you guys what I know and try to help anybody out best I can. So if you dig this, subscribe to the channel. I have all kinds of stuff coming up for you. My guitar, my first build. Hope you dig it. Hope you dig the video. Cheers.